Hi, this is Mark Mortellaro with Green Lodging Energy. We thank you very much for giving us a few minutes of your time to go over the EcoCentral Virtual Engineer Thermostat Network. We think that any property moving into the 2020s technologically could certainly benefit from such a system. Here we can see if you are the director of operations or an owner of multiple properties. We can list any of your properties across the world, across the country, on the left side of your dashboard here. Here we go into a little bit more detail of those properties. As you can see, we show room occupancy in the Wyndham Garden Hotel and Suites in Amherst, New York right now. There are 28 occupied rooms and 134 unoccupied rooms. Of those rooms, 122 are in the heat mode, 22 are in cool, and 18 are turned off completely. The fan speed of all those thermostats, 1 is on high, 4 are on low, and 157 are on automatic. This system is tied into the hotel's property management system. We can see today there are 29 rooms sold, 96 rooms unsold, 35 rooms in this property. This is a mixed-use property, so there are apartments, stores, retail, and a hotel. 35 of the rooms in this property are set in the VIP mode. They are apartments that are rented long-term. We just check the high and low temperatures and have any warnings set out if we have any issues with those apartment thermostats. There is no energy management set on them. Here then we can dial directly into that hotel specifically, and again we can see the occupancy in the hotel, the thermostat mode, the thermostat state, and the fan speed. We come down here and we see the last 30 days that we've decreased the HVAC runtime 63.84% in the last 30 days. The prior 30 days, we reduced that runtime 58.7%. We have many reports to justify these savings. Here we can see each and every room and how we achieve the savings. We can also go to our actual site savings report, and that's going to show us savings for the entire property. In this hotel now, we can go into each and every room in the hotel and look at the thermostat settings in those rooms. Here we can see the temperature in the room is actually 75 degrees. The set point is 73 degrees. There is a person in the room. It's occupied. If it's gray, it's unoccupied. It's in heat. The fan is on auto. There are no batteries in this room. If we have an auxiliary sensor in a suite or a multi-bedroom property, there might be a battery that is operating the device. Will always show you the battery levels and send warnings if they get to a state too low. Here now we can go directly in this room. Say we have a call from Mrs. Smith in room 228B, and she's feeling a little chilly still. We dial into that room and we can see that she's got the temperature set at 73. The actual temperature in the room is 75 degrees. So if she's a little chilly, let's warm that room up for her a bit. Let's get the fan going here. Instead of it being an auto, let's move it up to high fan speed. We're good in the heat mode. We don't want to be in cool, and let's save those settings. We've now addressed a guest issue without ever entering the room. We can also see here the historical data of this room. Here we see the red line denotes heat. The temperature was set at 75 degrees in the heat mode. Underneath, when it's all white, there's nobody in the room. When there's gray, there are people in the room. So you can see it was set at 75. We're running the temperature about 71, 70 degrees. In the absence of a guest, somebody walks in here, as you can see. The temperature rapidly climbs back toward the guest set point. Again, somebody enters briefly here, but you can see how quickly the temperature has gotten back to the guest set point. I would guess that this is housekeeping or maintenance here. Again, we achieve all of our savings in the absence of the guest. When they return to the room, we keep those set points within a degree or two. We like to give access to the system to engineers and housekeeping, and here's how we feel it behooves housekeeping greatly and saves much time. We can go into the infrastructure of the building, and let's go to the floor planner. Here we actually have a floor plan of the building. We have each and every room will show actual temperatures and set points in that room. But if we have housekeeping working floor 2, let's say, and she wants to see which rooms are occupied, we can go into this floor planner and see these rooms, 228B, 228, are occupied. She can start her rounds and do the other rooms without knocking on an occupied door. We can also see our total savings on this floor, greatest to lowest, red to green. We can also then see where we're gaining the most cooling savings, where we're gaining the most heating savings. We can also see battery life here. If we've got any battery issues, these are all green. If we had a red light, one of the batteries may be getting down on power. We also have many reports in our virtual engineer. If you're changing out your HVAC system, your PTAX, or that intermittently, we can show you the units that have the greatest runtime. Those may be wanted to replace first. The lowest 10 runtime units, excessive runtime units. Why are certain units in your hotel running more than others? Not a big concern in your water room or your electric room where these may need to run more consistently, but you can look at room 321 and room 406. They're kind of running a little bit more, 629 more than others. Let's see if they're on the sunny side of the building possibly. We can group these rooms and give them different parameters. Also in the reports in Virtual Engineer, as I mentioned, we can go into unoccupied rooms, a great list for housekeeping. If they have rooms 200 to 250, let's see which rooms are unoccupied currently, and obviously address or clean those first of all. We have many other fields in Virtual Engineer, and these were all created by our customers, so we'd be happy to have any ideas where this thermostat system can make life easier for your staff and save time. Please call us at the number listed. Thank you very much.